Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a week and a half, almost 2 weeks now since I last got on here. Sorry about that. I know the last update was a little bit of a downer. Um, Talking about my plans for next year and everything, but that's really unchanged. Just getting that out of the way. But I figured it's been a couple of weeks. Haven't said anything since then, so here I am, late night on a Friday night, Saturday morning, and what the hell? Here I am. Um, God, what am I gonna? I got to recap here. Yeah, 2 weekends worth of shit. So we had Thanksgiving. It's if you're in the U.S., that was last Thursday for most people anyway. I, however, did not partake. I was going to. I actually had plans with a brother and his wife, their kid, and my mom. We're all going to go uh, to mom's condo, and we weren't going to do the traditional Thanksgiving meal and everything. It was going to be just a like a baking day with pizza instead of turkey. Um, Thing was, come Wednesday night, I started feeling a little bit on the woozy side, and yeah, persisted into Thursday. You know, don't know if you're gonna classify it as vertigo or something else, but yeah, I just really couldn't stay upright for very long without feeling like I needed to sit down or fall over. So I just wound up parking myself on my chair and playing Monster Hunter for 4 days straight. Um, so yeah, that was pretty much my Thanksgiving week. Um, yeah, I spent an ungodly amount of time playing Monster Hunter World just because I don't know, I got the itch. That was kind of fun, to get back into it. Realized I had some armor sets I wanted to grind for, some layered armor, and in going through that, I came across that animation that I uploaded that little clip of a few days ago. Um, Sorry, I know that my voice is hard to hear. That I'm kind of soft spoken, but really, if I go any higher than this, I'm practically shouting at this point. This really is as loud as I can talk normally. So I really don't want to go any higher than that, any louder, because that will just absolutely shred my vocal cords. And I don't really want to do that. Okay, so I know, I know I'm hard to hear, and I apologize for that. Um, I wish it wasn't that way. I wish I had a better voice. Um, for one, less gruff sounding, and two, louder. But bear with me, please. Um, so yeah, I actually had what was it, 5 days in a row off between the holidays, and we actually had an extended shutdown at work through the weekend. So we were down through Sunday, and usually I'm working every Sunday, so we stay shut down for that, and I just burned some sick time. Got to reap the benefits of a full 5 days off. So even got that reflected on payday just yesterday. That was pretty nice to see. Um, yeah, so funny thing, I don't think I ever touched on that yet, but or maybe I did. I don't know if I did. Sorry, I'm winging it here, so I can't really cross check things. But I was just thinking that this paycheck I got on Friday. It's very close to the total that I expect to pay for my property tax this year. And I got to think about the property tax bill and everything, and tax time. And I just started thinking a few weeks ago, I was trying to do stuff, and I just remembered how my home is actually still in my old name, my dead name, if you will. And I've been procrastinating on this ever since the legal name change got taken care of last year. And yeah, I just keep procrastinating. And well, I went to the city hall first, who told me that I would have to go to the courthouse about getting the record updated. I go to the courthouse and they tell me, well, first they tell me to go back to the city hall because they really didn't know what was going on. But yeah, eventually I was talking to them. I was like, yeah, well, I asked them, they sent me here. And anyway, so they tell me that I would actually have to go back to a title company or a lawyer or someone to drop a new title, a new deed for a new title for my condo to get the name change done. And I asked them about how long that would take, and they couldn't give me a solid answer as to how long to expect on that. But then I just kind of had to abandon it anyway because they told me that there was a cutoff during the calendar year if you want to do that. And what they told me was that it's actually very early in the year. They were saying like June or July. So even if I got the paperwork done, it wouldn't go through in time. So I'm still paying a property tax on a property that's in a dead name. And well, last year I got lucky. See, I've got this, the state that I live in, I do the property tax every year, and I got a 50-50 chance every year. It's pretty much, it's pretty much just down the middle. It's about half the time I get asked for it, half the time I don't get asked for it. But I get the property tax done, or the income tax done, and this goes back to when I was renting, as well as when I've been a homeowner. And I would get the notification from TurboTax saying that, yeah, your return has been accepted. However, they need you to submit one more thing before they can process. And it's always that they need you to prove that you have paid what you claim you did for either rent or for your property taxes. So last year I got lucky and they didn't ask for it. So I just kind of, just forgot about it. But year before, they actually asked me for proof that the amount that I claimed on my return was actually the amount that I paid. And it's like, okay, well, here's a picture of here's a digital picture of the property tax bill and receipt from the county, from the city. Exactly enough, and yeah, they accepted that. But now I'm like, okay, this year, what's going to happen as far as if they ask for that proof again? Because they're going to see that there's a tax return under my name, but then the name on the property on the tax bill is going to be a different name, the name that I used to go under. So it's going to be fun to see what happens there. Yeah. Anyway, I was just thinking about that. God, I got off on a tangent there. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, the last week and a half, last 2 weeks, whatever. It's been, it's been frustrating. It's been stressful. It's been adventures in homeownership, among other things. So, I think about the perils of being a homeowner, and And I'll be honest, there are a lot of days where I don't want to be a homeowner anymore, because every day I'm just going around and I'm hearing things, I'm seeing things, and feeling things around the house. I'm just like, okay, that I need to fix that. I need to fix that. I need to fix that. I need to replace that. I need to, redo that or whatever. And what I got so far is, um, the squeaking of the floorboards in the living room, and some tap, some tapping noises from the pipes that run from the kitchen down to the main drain pipe. I know they're not dripping, but it's unsettling to hear that. And then there's the issue with the heat. So this place was built in the early 80s, which to me just seems just impossible. That could be that old of a place already. And they're coming up on closer to 45 years old, coming up pretty soon here. But yeah, so this place was built using only baseboard heaters. And that has caused me a lot of headaches as far as being able to service them, and being able to maintain things around here is just, it'd be a lot easier if I had an HVAC system. Because anytime I call a heating service around here, it's always, oh, we don't do that. We don't do electric heat. We don't do electric. We don't do baseboard. And well, I come home on Wednesday morning, and I'm thinking, oh God, it feels kind of warm in here, right? It's like, this can't just be me, right? It is a bit warmer in here. Is it my coat? Is it the boots I'm wearing? Whatever. So I take that shit off and realize, yeah, it's actually that warm in here. So, disclosure, I keep things a little bit colder in here just because I'm trying to save money. So I had the thermostat set for about 64, 65. And it was about, it was about 13 degrees outside that morning. So I have a thermometer I keep downstairs, and it read 70. Well, I have a thermostat that decides that it suddenly doesn't want to shut off and turn back on properly. It'll just stay on continuously until you turn the entire thing off. And I was like, oh shit, this thing again. And it was doing it near the end of last winter too. I just procrastinated because, well, again, I can't find a proper company to take care of it. And personally, I don't have enough confidence in myself to replace the thermostat. I know for someone that knows what they're doing, it's really, really simple. It's just a matter of buy a new one, remove the old one. Of course, you turn off the breaker first, but remove the old one. Unscrew the wires, unscrew everything. Reconnect everything as it was. But the thing is, I'm the kind of person that if there's a way to fuck things up, I am a master at fucking it up. I will always find a way to screw it up, no matter what it is, no matter how trivial it is, no matter how small it is. I will find a way to screw it up. And with high voltage electricity, it's one of those things that you don't want to fuck around with, right? So that's why I haven't done it myself yet. But yeah, so there's that. And then it's kind of like a 1-2 gut punch there. The spare bedroom on the other side of the condo, I was in there the other night and realized that it feels kind of cold in there. So that one also has a heater issue. It's exactly the same thing, except the thermostat is much, much older. But the instant that you turn it on and it goes into that on range, it just stays on and stays on and stays on until you turn it off. That one's not as big of a deal because you just turn the heat off and you're really not missing a whole lot. But I was in there realizing it's kind of cold in here, and I go over next to the window, and I can just feel all this cold air just pouring in, and it's all the way around the window frame. It's like, holy shit, what do I do here? Now, I got kind of a stopgap solution in there right now. I was able to figure out with some sealing tape. That's sealing, SEAL, not sealing tape, as well as some weather strips for around the window insert. Seems to be holding things in a little better now, but I could just put my hand on that window frame and feel the cold that's just, just seeping in. Just, it was like put your hand on the wood and your hand's just freezing. Well, on the wall here, it's cold. Not as cold, but it's still quite cold. But then you put back on the window or the frame, it's just, holy fuck, how is this possible, kind of thing. So getting a little nervous about that. How much is that going to cost me in extra heating costs this winter? God, this is a really boring update. I am so sorry. But yeah, it's been kind of a boring week for me, from as far as what's actually happening outside of me personally. It's like everything that I'm doing, everything that's happening in the world around me is just. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I'm still not in a great place. I mean, I had a conversation the other night with an old friend. She called me up. It was probably about midnight or so, maybe a little before. But anyway, she calls me up, and I'm in the middle of a hunt, so I can't pause. It's Monster Hunter, so had to leave the call unanswered, but call her back right away afterward. And we wound up in this conversation where, she's totally shit faced, just drunk off her ass. But we were on the phone for, I don't know, probably about 45 minutes or so, and maybe a little longer than that. But anyway, she spent probably 2/3 to 3/4 of our chat just reiterating the point that she does not want me to get my bottom surgery. She just kept telling me, "Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it." What if you meet someone that has the male appendage? It's like, no, that would not happen. I do not swing that way. I never have. I never will. And we just kept going back and forth with the same point over and over again. It's like, 1, I'm ace. 2, men scare the shit out of me. 3, penis, ew, yuck, no, never, no. It's just back and forth with this all throughout the entire conversation. It's just, I mean, it's funny to me, just as a concept, though I was getting quite irritated having to say the same things over and over again, trying to explain the unexplainable. As for why do you feel a certain way? Why do you not like, why do you not like certain things, certain parts of your anatomy, things of that nature? I'm just like, because I find it disgusting and I don't want anything to do with it. And yeah, just trying to describe gender dysphoria to a drunk person is it's a fruitless endeavor. But God, yeah, it's we're already into end of the first week of December already. Shit. I haven't even done any holiday shopping yet. Not that I really want to either. I was really tempted, and I really wish I had done this, where I wanted to send a text to my family and just say, don't bother with me for Christmas this year. I really don't want anything to do with it. I don't want to do a gift exchange. I don't want to, be. I just don't, just don't want to deal with it. Spending all that money, on a gift for someone else, and then have them spend much money for stuff for you, and I'm just like, I don't want to partake in that shit right now. Not this year. And who knows, with the way things are going, like I was talking about earlier. I mean, it's quite possible that that next year things will get so bad that they'll have taken a turn that I will actually go through with what I was talking about in my last video and just end my life and call it good. But yeah, I'm eyeballing the second half of the year for that. As it's kind of a reference point. Sorry, just had to be sure my shirt was still closed. I don't want to get age restricted again. That was embarrassing. Most popular video that I ever had on the channel. I got age restricted because you could see my chest through what I was wearing. Through 2 layers of clothing, I had a visible chest. So I got age restricted for that. It's like, okay, that was fucking stupid. Anyway, I really didn't have any point to this other than to say that I'm still alive, and I'm kind of at a point right now where I'm putting together ideas for a plan, for plan as far as what I want to do with the layout of this place. I mean, I've only been here 6 years, so you'd think that I would actually have had everything set up already. But I'm thinking I might start streaming like gaming from up here, if I want to get into that. Largely because, especially in the winter, it'll get warmer in here with the equipment, like the PlayStation or the computer, whatever I got going up here. Pump all that heat in through my bedroom instead of the living room. Kind of looking to save on the heating bill that way. Or hell, maybe I'll just do it down in the basement during the summertime. I mean, that place stays nice and cool throughout the summertime. Only issue I have there is that the freezer is always running. Shit, I should probably unplug that. Move all the shit out of that basement freezer and move it into the kitchen one. Because goddamn, that thing runs. That thing costs me a lot of money. It ups my electric bill by about $20 a month. And just to run that one appliance. I mean, yeah, it's a 5.5 foot tall freezer, so it makes sense, but still. Anyway, I really didn't have anything important to say here. I was just prattling on about nothing. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed now and prepare for the week ahead. Yeah, that should do it. We'll talk to you at some point. Not sure when, but soon.